the first session, which, of course, Wilson finished very strongly. It got quite bogged down, but he finished with 2 centuries to hold this 5-3 advantage.
It's a brilliant shot. I mean, that really is. He was so close. It's very difficult, if you finish a session well, to start the next session in the same this afternoon in the main.
7.
Yeah, he scored well in this. Ali Carter made 9 2 years ago. But, of course, he finished runner-up, and he was leading the halfway stage to Ronnie O'Sullivan.
13.
Yeah, I was thinking that there was not a huge area to aim at there because there was that red sticking. I know he's still got this red. Well, there you are. He didn't necessarily have to play that 2 cushion into the reds off the blue. Well, that's not. Safe to say that Kyren Wilson. I said it before and say it again. He is not the best rest player in the game. He's adequate with it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a thing to happen.
And get his arm going.
1.
And he's played it beautifully, in fairness.
Four.
But he has got it under control now.
And he's in his first final in the event for 5 years. But, of course, his first at Alexandra Palace, that was COVID in the lockdown era in Milton Keynes.
$18. $26.
Well, the right-hand red of the 4 would be a... That's good enough. That's good enough.
34.
With the rest before that, nothing had gone for him. He hadn't potted anything. But this is just giving him a chance, as I say, to get his hand on the table, get involved in the match again.
Just rolling them in. No problem for John Higgins. And as Dave said, I think that in off. And Kyren was in 3 times. So that 22 points.
Final.
71. John Higgins, 71.
Being off was massive. It allowed John Higgins in.
Not too bad again, playing from the cushion. He's fighting.
Seven.
Times you want to be positive, you want to attack. Don't want to be playing safe here, but maybe he just feels the black is just
Kyren Wilson, 7.
a low percentage shot. If anything, he did too thin in the end.
Kyren Wilson, 4.
Something about that left middle pocket, isn't it? It feels like there's some kind of a magnet in there. Playing a safety shot. He doesn't want to be doing this. And if he was going to play safe, it had to be a better one than that. So that is a... It's a let off for Kyren Wilson.
Well, it's a hell of a pot, wasn't it? Because he was hampered. He's what he uses for inspiration. So when things go wrong, he resolves to put them right.
And I think one example of that day would be the year against John. It's a serious drubbing, isn't it, that he received?
Oh, yeah, proper shoeing it was, yeah. And last year here, he lost, and what did he say? I think whatever happens here, he went there having won this, then you feel he'll have an even better chance.
17.
Oh, yes, he's on every shortlist, isn't he? He knows how to win it. He's got that. Wow, has he clung to that red? That's unbelievable. Oh, my goodness.
Kyren Wilson,
Well, I knew it was fiddly, but I didn't...
Well, the pink is...
The safe red. You never know what's going to be potted and missed, but
8.
John is pretty rock solid right now.
$15. $23. $30.
Not quite got there. He wanted to finish close to the black cushion and then pop the red and then... He's a brilliant doubler, but I have to confess I'm a bit... Well, Kyren will be relieved he was out of his chair ever so quickly for this chance. Well, that's what John could not do.
Eight.
Absolutely, Dave. I mean, yeah.
$27.
Kyren Wilson delighted to get that opportunity to close the frame out, and that's what he's done. So we're back to where...
One.
He looks a little stronger, Kyren, doesn't he? I know that's easy because the score is 6-4, but... And that's well played. There was not a great angle on that. He forced an angle. Well, there you are. He's decided to open them off that shot.
9.
Well, the balls are making a thunderous sound when they go in.
Kyren Wilson, 14.
The black's not there.
One. Seven. $14. $22.
Well, that's a way of breaking the pack. We're seeing it played quite a lot.
27.
That's a good kiss he's had there.
$31.
Sort of feast or famine event for Higgins. It's his 32nd appearance. He's lost 16 times in the first round, but he's also won it twice, and this is his 6th final.
$37. 45.
The split of the bunch off the yellow, it worked out particularly well. So I'm not sure it's quite
53.
the idea to swing off them around 2, but this is not practice. It's a real thing. He needs another red.
61.
Yeah, and it's been scraps from Wilson, hasn't it, tonight, whereas John Higgins has made... he's missed that, and that'll annoy him because it's one snooker
61.
needed. So this isn't done yet, this frame.
1.
Yeah, I think that definitely happens occasionally, and of course you're always kicking yourself because you kind of open the door a little bit.
Kyren Wilson, 8.
When he has tried some oohs and ahs, perhaps people thinking that he's missed a pot there, but that wasn't the case.
If only it were that simple.
Interesting shot choice. Not a bad effort. Not quite getting the snooker though. Well, he made an effort to get the black out a little bit. As I say, if he can pop the red and get on the black now that he's developed it, you know, that kind of keeps him in the hunt, Wilson. It's very well played.
1.
Very controlled. Well now, one on the yellow and...
Kyren Wilson, 8.
Kyren will be bitterly disappointed with this shot. Again, I think he popped the yellow here. No, deciding against it. Great shot. Can't fault that now, can you? Brilliant, that is. That's brilliant. It's not the worst effort either. Lucky.
Off the spot when he was in on a break of 61. And still, the pot eludes him.
It's another really good one. Well, this is Yeah. Oh, he's hit the blue. Oh, my word. Wow. Well, 10 is the target, as we know, but, you know, it would put him 7-4 up. You know, there's an argument that...
5.
It's a very well judged shot.
9.
He's taken these pretty well, hasn't he? You know, he's kind of got himself on the ball in the best way each time.
14.
Wow. He misses the pink.
14.
Not reached it.
Kyren Wilson 6.
Certainly harder.
Pretty good shot. I mean, he is inviting. It's one of those shots. It's an excellent shot. It's very good from Kyren Wilson. You know, it just felt like the frame was over, Dave. You know, it didn't feel like there was any drama about to happen. Now again, this is another extremely good shot from Kyren Wilson. You know, he's finding the... It's a good follow-up from Higgins. How willingly pink to be. Well, I think
The most dramatic frame of the whole tournament keeps John Higgins. Can he get himself on level terms at the final interval?
Four. Twelve.
first I thought he was playing it into the yellow pocket, and maybe he now wishes he had. He overcut it quite a lot. Well, that was a terrific shot from John Higgins. I'm sure of it. Never mind the last frame. He was being in this frame with a proper opportunity.
7. $15. John Higgins, 15.
Well, I never. He held the cue up in the same way that I've seen cues end up in more than one piece, put it that way. but there are different situations, aren't there? In, you know,
7.
Kyren was probably thinking the worst when the black stays out of John's off the spot. He's probably thinking, right, that's
13. $16. $23.
It's been some start to the evening. All Wilson cares about now is getting that 2-frame lead restored, regardless of what's happened.
29.
delightful shot. That was well worked out.
He's in that black because he had the momentum.
36.
Check of the scores. But the red's in. It's looking like. But the main thing for Kyren Wilson as he knocks the pink in is that he's got his 2-frame lead back.
At a 2-2 session.
Kyren Wilson, 49 and different.
So it's been, to say the least, eventful. And they've shared the first 4 frames. Saw Wilson on the practice table in the interval. He hasn't scored tonight, but
it's a stump shot, maybe, or a straight red. They're the ones that go astray.
Six.
that he would still be playing at the very highest level. He would have struggled, I think, to believe it.
$30.
There's a proper split, and actually he was all doing a little better. Oh, dear me.
John Higgins.
He spent so much time looking at the...
1.
You have to say that of all the years I've watched John, I've not seen him make that kind of mistake very often, where he's... Kyren Wilson's not made a 50 break this evening, 49.
$14. Kyren Wilson,
A lot
14.
happened on that shot.
John Higgins, 5.
With regards to putting points on the board. What a shot that is. Safe to say Kyren was very unfortunate there on that last blue. Oh, honestly, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I mean, look, these are great players.
1.
I'm amazed by that shot that Kyren's played.
which I guess could have run safe, but the brown, he's always going to be leaving a red on.
The other thing is, Dave, I think, well, two things. Firstly, after missing that really comfortable red earlier in the frame.
Well, Higgins,
Higgins, 8.
he's struggling now. He's just missing so many balls. Simple as that.
But that pink really was easy. Great effort. Unlucky.
Kyren Wilson, 10.
Well, he is looking the stronger of the two, despite the fact that he's trying to make things happen. I thought that the brown to middle under the bolt cushion was one too
6.
many.
7.
So, I mean, it was quite difficult that way, to be honest.
Kyren Wilson, 12.
In his wins against Zintong and Trump, he tended to just scramble over the line in a lot of frames. It's happened again tonight in that.
John Higgins, 4.
Like I say, it seems that John has been the one to scramble over the line in these sort of frames all the way through. There's always a likelihood of the double kiss, but it was a great effort to try and develop it.
John Higgins, 5.
Yeah, so here we are then. Another close frame. 3 points in it on the brown. 8.
Tried to hit it off two cushions. Got to avoid the in-off again here, I think. You can see what I was saying. It was kind of on its way. It played a little firmer.
Nine.
Yeah. And John Higgins, in it goes. It's a bit of a struggle, but Kyren... Well, as Alan McManus mentioned in the studio, John Higgins was 8-5 down to Mark Selby at this stage of the Tour Championship final last season.
Decline. Thought that was a plan, not to be. Sending the cue ball back, however.
Well, his long game has not been...
Yeah, I see the bunch are in the way.
7.
Played a shot that wasn't on there, I don't think.
Higgins 7.
I think that's where he is very strong, though, isn't it? With Kyren Wilson, you know, he'll drill in those sort of shots. Yes, I think it's that determination that's getting him through this match now.
6. Seven. Thirteen.
I think we've seen enough incident to know that very
21.
little is assured right now, but it's a real chance.
When it was quite bogged down, he suddenly stepped it up and made 2 centuries, didn't he? He wants to get to 10, but it'd be nice to think he could.
29.
He's
37.
trying to speed his game up a little bit, and that's something that's come into.
$45.
Yes, that was quite nicely played. The Reds were. Oh, he's done it
51.
expertly. What a terrific shot that was.
Oh, but only just pots that.
59.
So another red.
Yeah, it's a tall order, for sure. In snooker, there's a precedent for pretty much everything, and John Higgins did win the UK Championship. But he's going to have to cut out all mistakes and, of course, also keep this man off the table.
70.
This has been, by far, Wilson's highest break
71.
of this session. It was a real struggle. He suddenly found something. That red stays out, so it's not another century, but it is a 78. It's a frame-winning break, and it puts Kyren Wilson on the brink here at Alexandra Palace. 9-5.
That wasn't close, I'm afraid, and there's an awful lot of body movement from John there.
So first chance for Kyren Wilson.
Beautiful split as well. Beautiful split.
9. 18.
I wonder if Wu Yiza is watching his 137 has held on since the first afternoon. It's the highest break of the tournament.
Ooh, well, that came from nowhere. What a chance that was.
One.
It's an amazing game, snooker. Having played it, any snooker players watching will kind of know what I mean about.
8. $15. 22. $29. $36.
It's clear the crowd, not that they're against Wilson, but they'd love to see Higgins get back into this.
Lands him on the pink to left middle. And the key
43.
red to get on, I think. A good sort of a chance, wasn't it? All reds and pinks. Reds all scattered around the pink.
50.
He was like looking out of sorts. And
For this match. How much longer is it?
57.
7. Here's another red. Well,
Higgins, 70.
I guess would have liked that in, but in fact Wilson has seen enough. Well, he had a golden chance. It's such a great showcase for snooker, this Masters. It comes along in January when, you know, it's cold and wet and people are not minded to...
he didn't hit a red. He got a lovely kiss on the green.
Five. Higgins, 12. One.
To come from 5-4 down against both Neil Robertson and Wu Yiza.
Seven.
Yes, that's worked out very well. It's a delicate little push into them. He's left the bottom red on.
15.
When he was at school as a kid, they used to give him Fridays off to go and play in the Snooker Academy, recognising
23. Kyren Wilson, 30.
I think that was all he could do. And it was very reluctantly that he played it like that and wanted to be... Well, that was I feel that he's on the brink now. He's already got a lead in the frame. He's on the black. He's got... Not for the first time. It has not quite happened. And the red that he can pop to left middle is narrow.
30.
It's not nice. Beautifully done.
14.
But where is the cue ball? No, he's decided.
Kyren Wilson, 14.
Probably rightly, I think.
Well,
remember he's lost twice
in the Masters final.
Seven.
That's a beautiful shot. That is a beautiful shot. And now surely...
13.
I'd warmly shake his hand, you know.
Kyren Wilson, 24.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.